Hello DevOps friends, how are you doing? It's me, Jochen, the Monospace Mentor, and today I'm going to prepare something that I've been preparing for a while, but we have a change of plans. So what I'm going to do today is prepare the launch of my live online course, Basic Linux System Administration. However, this is going to be a different mode than I anticipated because, yeah, I guess my promotional efforts weren't enough. They were low to begin with, I'll admit it, and so I did not get any sign-ups for the cohort course. And I thought, well, since I've prepared everything with course materials and quizzes and all these things, why not do the stream? No, why not do the course live on a stream? And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to live stream my course, Basic Linux System Administration. Everyone can watch on my 3 platforms that I usually broadcast to, which is Twitch, YouTube, or my own cast instance on live.monospacementor.com. And everyone can participate. And it's going to be a nice practice run for myself, and everyone will benefit from the things that I've prepared for this course, which I guess is the main has always been the main intention anyway. I want people to benefit from my decades of experience in the industry, and that way I think I can both achieve that and also promote the whole course operation a little bit better. And so this is basically going to be a marketing and education effort in one. Since I'm going to do this live on stream and I'd like to reach as many people as possible, I'll have to do a little bit of promotion in the remaining 3 days, because I'd like to start as planned on Thursday, and so I need to bang my drum or toot my own horn a little bit more, and so that's what I'm going to do. And I thought, well, since we are talking about course promotion, I'll do my preparations live on stream as well. So yeah, just so people know about what I'm coming up with. By the way, apologies that I did not do any live streams after Tuesday last week. There were technical issues on Thursday. There were personal things that got in the way, and there was some technical issue as well. And on Friday, our broadband went down for almost 3 hours, I think. And so that basically prevented me from doing my office hour live stream. I'll see what this week is going to bring. I'm definitely determined to do my live streams on Tuesday and Thursday, and the office hour on Friday as well, plus the course on Thursday night. So I'll be on camera quite a lot this week if everything goes according to plan. But when is that ever the case? So other than that, let's not make this a one-way operation here. I love when these streams are interactive, so if there's anything that you'd like to ask or anything that you'd like to share, please pop into chat. I've connected to all 3 streams and so you'll be able to send messages from wherever you are watching this. And I'm in the process of migrating my stream commands to a central place as well, so that these commands are going to work for everyone, regardless if they are watching on Twitch, YouTube, or Owncast. And if you have any questions or you'd like to try one of these commands out, the !course command is obviously the first one that I've enabled, and it'll give you a little bit more information about my courses in general and the Linux basic system administration course in particular. All right, so I'd say let's go right into things. I thought I'd simply go and create a landing page where I can send people so they get all the information about the live online course in one place. And by building this page, I'll also find out what information we are going to need in the first place. So I'm simply going to start adding a little bit of content here to this course page. I think I'll start by building a little bit of an outline, starting with well, we definitely need a schedule. Then we'll need where or how you can participate. How to get the course materials. Course materials will still require you to have a membership in the server room. We'll keep that in place, but if you just want to watch my, let's call them lectures, and participate in the assessment quizzes, then you can do that without any membership. You can simply pop onto the stream and you'll get all the information live. Okay, so the schedule is going to be my live lectures will be broadcast live on my streaming channels. And we can actually link to my live stream page where they are linked. And they're going to be weekly. How it works. Let's call this live lectures. Well, you might not even need the section how you can participate, because you simply enter one of my live streams and that's it. Okay, how do I describe this? Okay. going to do a to offer a free online version of my course, Basic Linux System Administration. That's Linux 1. How it works. For each of the 10 modules of the course, I'm going to give a live lecture once a week. Let's integrate that into this part, I'd say. Then we don't need that. Recordings will be available to members of the server room. Each lecture covers the topics of a module, including assessment quizzes that participants can take live as well. Guess makes sense to add a comma here. Yep. More extensive course materials. Extensive course materials for basic Linux system administration are available to members of the server room at the draw level and above. While I will cover all relevant How am I going to face this? To share all relevant the live lecture will cover all the whole curriculum. I do highly recommend that participants also get the extensive course materials for review and self-study. They are available to members of the server room at the grow level and above. And let's link the server room to the community page. Same here. Okay. That's that. I let's do a schedule just in case there's a holiday or something in between. So let's say Thursday. Well, September 25. Module 1. Shall we do this as a table? Yeah, I think a table makes sense. So let's add a table here. few rows, but let's start with one. Module 1. What is Module 1, you ask? Let's check it out. Courses.monospacementor.com. Lindsay's one, the Module 1 is Linux Fundamentals. So, can we change? Yeah, not fixed width. And we add a header section actually. Date. Topic. And how do I change the column width? How does this work? Oh, does that mean it's going to adapt to the content, right? That must be it. Let's preview that page. No, it's still 50-50. Yeah, WordPress is not always easy. Probably missing something very obvious. That's a column alignment. Let's change the alignment like this. Wait, fixed width would mean that I can determine the width, right? So if I do it like this, that is strange. Let's find out. WordPress table column width. Wait, what? If you want to set different width for individual columns, take the following steps. Select a single column. That is not a... Oh, this is not talking about tables though. That is not about tables. Table block... Yeah, that's more like it. And apparently it's not obvious as well. The table block doesn't have an option to manually adjust column width. It will either adjust column width automatically based on the content, or you can set it fixed width, in which case all columns should have the same width. Okay. Maybe we need a few more rows then. Let's see how this turns out. I guess I can add one more row after this, and that's going to be for Thursday, 11 September 2025. Module 2, which is installation. Wait, not no. The module is file management. Okay. Okay. And we can get that from the original course page. Which I also should link, I guess. Oh, we need to add a time as well. All live lectures are scheduled for Irish time. Hey, Inode. Hello, how you doing? Hello, Dheeraj. Dheeraj says, I'm learning Java full stack. Very interested in Linux, but I don't get time from learning Java frameworks. You're busy, 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 huh? Can relate. Can relate. There are so many things that I'd like to learn and try out, which would probably not only be very educational, but also really fun. But there's just not enough time in a day. So for you people who just joined, I'm preparing my live online course, Basic Linux System Administration, which I intend to start on Thursday evening, as I'm just about to write. We didn't get enough participants for the cohort course, and so I decided, okay, then I'll still do the course, but I'll do it live on my live streams here on Twitch, YouTube, and Owncast. And everyone will be able to participate for free, and we're going to have a lot of fun. It's going to be practice for me. I'll be able to share my experience, which is always the main part of what I do as the Monospace mentor. And I'm sure it'll also improve the course itself. Noent, hello, how are you doing? I'm doing a little impromptu live stream preparing for my course launch on Thursday, where I'm going to launch my free online course, Basic Linux System Administration. Scheduled for 2100 Irish time, which is going to be world clock to the rescue. Dublin. Oh no, it's not 8. I'm going to start at 6 actually. Otherwise I'll be talking into the night and I'll probably run out of focus. It's going to be 6 o'clock in the afternoon here in Ireland, and that's going to be I hate summertime. How do I write this without having to predict if it's summertime or not? And says, currently interviewing for DevOps, platform engineer jobs while being unemployed. Being unemployed is great, but at some point the mortgage needs to be paid. Yeah, I can feel you. That is definitely the case. I mean, as someone who is self-employed, I enjoy a lot of freedom as well. So I guess that's the part that is the same between being self-employed and being unemployed. But yeah, there's always the risk of not generating enough revenue to pay the bills, and that's the downside. Thankfully, the hosting business that I've built up with my team for the last 15 years is still running stable enough to not fear for the roof above my head, but still. Yeah, I agree. The market is not great. Which might even be relevant for my course launch here as well. that the market is not great, that there are a lot of layoffs and things like that, might also be one of the reasons why we didn't get enough participants for the cohort-based course. But the main reason is that my reach just isn't far enough and wide enough yet to actually reach enough people. And that's another reason why I'm doing this live online course, free of charge, just to get a little bit of promotion and building up trust with the community. I hope that's going to be helpful for future courses. DevOps roles are returning after summer slump, but yeah, a lot of places are looking for people with commercial experience. Yep. And that's why I emphasize practical work so much in general and in my courses, because I am confident that practice experience is more important than even certifications. Certifications just prove that you can pass an exam. They don't actually say anything about your capability of working in real life environments. And so I always recommend, if you can't get any experience in the industry itself, at least build up some kind of a home server or home lab where you can actually do the things that you want to be doing as a job, and mention those in your CV as well, where you say, okay, yeah, I am actually proactive and I've built myself a home lab where I did build up a complete web application environment, or a highly available storage environment or something like that, depending on where you want to go. And while that is still on a semi-professional level, it definitely says something about your motivation, about your willingness to put in the effort to grow. And yeah, that's definitely something where a home lab can help a little bit. Certifications really depend on where you want to apply. Especially the larger companies will give a little bit more weight to certification, because oftentimes they can't assess an applicant's ability early enough in the process to actually pare down the number of applicants to a manageable number, even to get into the interview phase. So if you want to if you want to improve your chances of staying in the game with a company long enough to get an interview offer, certifications might help with that. But from my own perspective, if you apply at a company that is maybe not enterprise size, is a little bit more scrappy, and more determined to keep their interview process short because it'll cost them a lot of money, then certifications might not have the desired effect because yeah, they'll probably want to interview people as quickly as possible and hopefully find someone as quickly as possible. It really depends on the kind of company where you want to get hired. Let's simply reuse that. Members of the server room at the grow level and above get the following bonus perks free of charge. Course materials. Let's join those two lines here. Oops. It's not really a text editor. And lecture recordings. Of my live lectures. I will post recordings of my live lectures on the community forum where participants can watch them at their own leisure. Where participants can watch them if they would not attend the live stream or want to rewatch a specific section to reinforce their links. Here, do we? No, apparently we don't need a comma here. Okay. Okay, so that is more or less it. How does this look on the page itself? We are missing a heading. Ooh, okay. Otherwise, this does look okay. It's just supposed to be a quick page that I can reference so everyone who's joining the streams can catch up quickly. So we need a heading with the same title as the page itself. Free live online course. Basic Linux system administration. That's okay. And here we can link the course page. Okay, where do we publish this? Let's say free Linux administration course. Q&A session. During Q&A sessions, I will answer questions from participants. Well, let's make this a little bit more precise. Participants will also be able to submit questions that I will address during Q&A sessions between topics. We need a comma after all, okay. Another perk of the server room is of course going to be that people will have the ability to ask questions in between live lectures. On our community forum, I guess. On our community forum, course participants will be able to ask questions in between live the or outside of live lectures. And get feedback from me and their peers. That's pretty much it, in short. I could copy a little bit more from the main course page, simply to a little bit. What this course? What you will learn. I am pretty happy with that. What do you think? Am I missing anything obvious? I think that should do it. That should cover everything people need to know. Let's keep it this way. And let's... Oh, I wanted to add the correct times. You know what? not use time zones because they will change with summertime, and summertime is going to end soon, I guess. So, let's say 18 o'clock Dublin time, 7 p.m. Berlin, 10 a.m. San Francisco, and 1 p.m. New York. I think I don't want to. Can I reset this? I think I'll prefix this here. If not mentioned otherwise, each live lecture is scheduled for that makes more sense. All right. Okay, let's change this to a free online course, basic Linux system administration. It's a bit unwieldy. I do have a link shortener, so yeah, let's publish this. There we go. View page. That's that. How about you? Are you going to join the course? So the next thing is going to be to schedule social media posts, especially on Mastodon, because that's the main social network that I'm using. And I should also write a blog post about it. And a newsletter. You know what? I'm going to try and add a command to the stream. Okay, there is a command, exclamation mark, Linux course now, all in one word, and that should work for YouTube and Twitch and Owncast. Feel free to try it out so I can see if it actually works. Exclamation mark, Linux course. Twitch. Oh, that's Owncast actually. Cool, cool, cool. I'm very happy to see that chat commands will now also work on Owncast, because I do prefer Owncast over all the streaming platforms, to be honest. Being independent of big tech companies is always something that I do appreciate, and being able to provide stream commands to Owncast now as well is pretty awesome. Happy to see it. It should actually have used my username. But there were some issues logging into chat before I started the actual stream, and apparently it did not stick when I tried to log in with my, or authenticate with my own account. I'll take care of that after this stream. It's probably because of a software update. Alright, I think I'm going to take a break and maybe then go into a more promotional mode later off stream, because yeah, I don't think you want to watch me create posts on Mastodon. But I would very much like to see you on Thursday night when we are going to start the course. And so that's going to be it for today. It was a shorter stream, but I still wanted to see if my tech is working, if I can get something cobbled together to get people to my Linux course. So if you know someone who would benefit from this course, of course, please pass it on. Take the link. I'm going to post the link in Twitch and YouTube as well. So for Twitch and for YouTube. Awesome. And yeah, pass it on. It's hopefully going to be a lot of fun. And of course, I hope it's going to be helpful for people who want to get deeper into Linux system administration and maybe close a few gaps in their knowledge, because we're going to cover all the basics: Linux fundamentals, file management, user and group administration, process and service management, package management, networking fundamentals, system monitoring, shell scripting, at least a few fundamental things, security essentials, and backup and recovery. No beginner course should be without covering backup as well. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm very excited to get started, and hope to see you there. I will be back tomorrow afternoon, hopefully at 2 p.m. Dublin time, with another live coding stream. I still have a lot of web development work and infrastructure automation work to do this week, so that's what I'm going to share on my live stream: real practical, real live business work. And I hope to also be still able to do an office hour on Friday afternoon after 2 live coding streams and a course lecture. I hope I'm not going to be completely destroyed by Friday. And so there's also going to be an office hour if everything goes to plan. And with that, I'll say thank you for joining me here. I hope to see you again tomorrow, maybe on Thursday afternoon or Thursday evening. And until then, take care.